This isn't just another urban legend. This is what actually happened to us. It was graduation day, the day we were supposed to step into adulthood. My name is Casper, and I was there with my two best friends, Helen and Melody. The three of us met in our high school's occult research club. While other kids were joining sports or music, we spent our nights obsessed with the supernatural, chasing goats and decoding local hauntings. We were just club members, we were a team. After the graduation ceremony ended, instead of going to a party, we headed to the outskirts of the city. We had been planning this for months. Our destination, the abandoned sanatorium. It's a place so decayed, so cursed, that even the locals won't look at it after sunset. We call it our coming of age ritual. We thought we were brave. We thought we had seen it all in our research. But as we stood in the front of those rusted gates in the dead of night, the air suddenly turned ice cold, and we realized that some secrets are better left buried. We pushed open the heavy, rusted doors, and a screeching sound echoed through the empty halls like a dying scream. Inside, the air felt thick, heavy with the smell of mold and something else, something metallic. Our flashlights were the only things cutting through the suffocating darkness. We found a spot in the center of a decaying room and sat in a circle on the cold, cracked floor. The silence was unbearable. To break the tension, we decided to do what we do best, share ghost stories. But this time, it felt different. It didn't feel like we were just telling stories anymore. It felt like the walls were listening. Helen went first. Her voice was trembling as she whispered into the dark, and for the first time, I saw true terror on our eyes.
Okay, this story is called Rustling Sound. It happened in rural Nagano. When the main character was in 5th grade, he and his best friend, Kay, ran away from home in the middle of the night. With only flashlights and snacks, they sneaked into an old, abandoned shack filled with straw. To them, it felt like a cool adventure. After a while, a creepy sound came from outside. Rustle, rustle, like something heavy being dragged on the ground. Terrified, they turned off the flashlights and hid deep inside the straw. Peeking through a broken window, they saw an old woman under the moonlight. She was skin and bones, with wild white hair, dragging a massive burlap sack. Suddenly, a child hand burst out of the bag, struggling to escape. The old woman noticed the shack. She kicked the hand back into the bag and slammed the door open. In a scary voice, she whispered, "Who's in here? Come out." Kay was shaking so hard that she accidentally knocked over a rusty tool. The old woman went crazy. She grabbed a sharp, giant pitchfork and slammed it into the straw over and over again. The boys wept silently, crawling desperately inside. The sharp iron teeth barely missed their face. Eventually, she gave up and left. After freezing in terror for hours, the boy noticed a small hole in the wooden wall behind him. Thinking it was safe, he leaned closer to peek through it. At that exact moment, a pale face slammed against the other side of the hole. The old woman shrieked, with drool running down her chin. "So delicious, children!" Before he could scream, a wrinkled hand burst through the small hole, grabbed his face, and violently dragged him toward the wall. The boy blacked out from terror and was rescued the next day. The adults said it was just a nightmare, but to this day, the dark bruises from her finger remain on his face.
Hey guys, I saw how in this abandoned place just now too. It's actually getting kind of scary. Just as I was halfway through speaking, we suddenly heard a rustling noise. A split second later, an old woman with long white hair poked her head into the hole. Before it even registered with us, she reached out toward Helen and dragged her out of the abandoned building in the blink of an eye. Cassie and I were so terrified that we couldn't even care what was happening to Helen. We just ran straight back home. When morning came, we explained everything that happened last night to the elders in our family. They reported it to the police and tried to track Helen down, but found absolutely nothing. We looked on as Helen's mother collapsed to the ground, sobbing uncontrollably. She kept murmuring under her breath, "If I had just listened to her 10 years ago, would this tragedy still have happened?"
In the end, the darkness didn't just swallow our screams, it took Helen with it. Even now, we still haven't found her. Now, every time I close my eyes, I'm still waiting for her to come back from the void.